Hi, second graders. So today we are talking about rounding, but not rounding to the nearest 10 like we did a while back. Today we're talking about rounding to the nearest 100. Okay, so before I begin this lesson, I want to make sure that you've watched the BrainPop Junior rounding video. If you haven't done that, then you can pause this video and go and watch that. Or you can watch the BrainPop Junior video when this video is done, okay? So when we're rounding to the nearest 10, I'm just doing a little review, and we are rounding our equation before we solve it. We are looking at the ones place value, okay? We're looking at the digits that are in the ones place value. So rounding our addends, these are our two addends. We don't know the total yet, so that's what we're solving for. It will help you find a reasonable estimate of the total, okay? So if you're estimating and you need to solve for an estimated number, you have to round your addends before you start solving for your answer. So when I'm rounding 40, I'm looking at the ones place value. 4 ones is rounded down to the nearest 10, which is 40. Okay, 44 is right in between. If you were to put 44 on a number line, it's right in between 40 and 50. Okay, but 44, remember 5 ones or more, you round up. 4 ones or less, you round down. Okay, so since there's 4 ones in the ones place, I round down to 40. Okay, let's look at the number 28. There are 8 ones in the ones place, so that is closer to what nearest 10? 30, because 28 is right in between 20 and 30. Okay, so I'm rounding up to 30. Now is when I can solve my equation, solve for my total. So 40 plus 30 is 70. So it's about 70. That's your estimated answer. Okay, so here's a little saying to help you know if you're supposed to round up or round down. Okay, so 5 or more, let it soar. That means you are rounding up. Okay, 4 or less, let it rest. So you're going to round down. Okay, so soar is you're going up, you're rounding up. Okay, if you're letting it rest, you're not going to change the number that's in the tens place value. So when you're rounding to the nearest 100, it's important to follow these steps. This is on page 363 in your math workbook. So you can go ahead and follow along with me or just look at my screen. Okay, it says to round 268 to the nearest 100. Follow these steps. Step 1, underline the number in the hundreds place. Okay, so here's my hundreds place. I'm underlining that number. We did the same thing when we were rounding to the nearest 10. Okay, step 2, write the 100 that is greater than 268 above, and write the 100 that is less than 268 below. So if I look here, I wrote 300, okay? So that is the 100 that is above 268. If I were to put it on a number line like you saw in the BrainPop Junior video, 268 is right in between 200 and 300. Okay, so I'm going to write 300 above 268. And then write the 100 that is less than 268, which is 200. So I'm going to write that number below my number. See right here? 200 is the 100 that's less than 268, and 300 is the 100 that is more than 268. Okay, step number 3. Make a drawing to show each number. Okay, so what you're going to do for these problems that are below this part of your worksheet, you are going to draw your quick hundreds, tens, and ones that you need to for the numbers so that you can visually see it. Okay, so make a drawing to show each number. So 300, I have my quick hundreds, 3 of them, because it's 300. Okay, and then 200. And then I drew my quick hundreds, quick tens, and quick ones that matched my number of 268. Step number 4, if there are 5 or more tens, round up. If there are fewer or less than 5 tens, round down. So this time, and when you were rounding to the nearest 10, you were looking at the ones place value to see if you need to round up or round down. Okay, this time it's saying if there are 5 or more tens. Okay, so you need to pay attention to the tens place value, and you're ignoring the digit that is in the ones place value. So for example, on 268, I'm only paying attention to the number that is in the tens place value. I'm going to make a square. I'm only paying attention. Hold on a sec. There we go. I'm only paying attention to the digit that is in the tens place value. Okay, I'm not even looking at the ones place value because I'm rounding to the nearest 100. Okay, so that's why they underlined this. So I will need to underline my 2 here. That's why they underlined that part, because they know, then it tells you that you are rounding to the nearest 100. Okay, and then you don't get confused. Okay, so if I am rounding, okay, and so then I know I'm rounding to the nearest 100, okay, but I'm paying attention to my 6 tens. So 6 is 5 or more. 5 or more, up here, let it soar. 4 or less, let it rest. Okay, so 6 is 5 or more, so you're going to round up to 300. So go ahead and do the problems, do the same thing with the problems that are below this part in your workbook page. And then go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so I want to quick talk about problem number 21. The directions up here say round each number to the nearest 100. Remember to underline the hundreds place value so you know what you're rounding to. Then add or subtract. Everyone circle this, the rounded numbers. You are not solving it like this. Okay, you need to round each addend before you solve it. Okay, because you're estimating. Circle the answer that is the better estimate. Okay, so you're circling one of these after you solve it. Number 21 says to show your work and solve by rounding. Okay, so Warren scored 411 points in the first game. I'm going to stop. There's no period, but I'm going to stop and think about it. Okay, in the first game, he scored this many points. And 385 points in the second game. Round each number to the nearest 100. Okay, before I even go to the next line, it tells me to round to the nearest 100. Each of those numbers. So I'm not going to move on and solve it yet because I need to round the numbers first. So over here, I would round the numbers. Okay, set them up here, round the numbers, and then go back to the word problem and read the last part. About how many points did Warren score all together? Okay, all together usually means in all. Okay, all together. About how many points did Warren score altogether? It doesn't say how many points, it says about. That means you're estimating.